salut à tous, c'est Steph et aujourd'hui on se retrouve pour la suite de notre aventure sur Cathy Rain. Voilà, ça faisait un petit moment qu'on n'avait pas continué, ça faisait un petit moment que j'avais pas rejoué et, et donc aujourd'hui on continue un petit peu notre aventure. Donc on avait vu la dernière fois Charles Wade. Oui, on avait discuté hier un petit peu avec lui et voilà, il nous a dit de voir un petit peu au poste de police pour son histoire de vol de tableau. Donc on va aller discuter avec notre pote. Avec Lenny. Lenny. Voilà. Mais avec le shérif, on va d'abord parler à Lenny.
Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Kathy. What's up?
Alors.
Do
Tiens.
you know who Jimmy Cochran is?
Not really, Kathy. Sorry.
Nah, I don't want to ask him about that.
Bon, d'accord.
Do you know what this is?
I have
Donnez.
no idea. Looks creepy, whatever it is. Where did you get it?
Grandpa had it hidden away in the attic.
Probably for a good reason, then. Be careful out there.
S'inquiète
Hey,
pour nous.
Lenny, do you recognize this flower?
Yeah, I accidentally inhaled pollen from one of them when I was a kid. I remember
Ah.
being sick and delirious for days.
Scary. Where did you come across this flower?
Somewhere in Conwell Woods. Not sure where exactly.
All right.
D'accord. Ouais, ben on va lui parler.
Nah, I don't want to ask him about that.
Ouais, d'accord. C'est
Well,
pas lui
gotta
qui.
go.
See ya.
C'est pas lui qui faut poser la question, c'est directement au shérif. Allons parler directement au shérif.
Hello, Sheriff. Mind if I ask you a few more questions?
If you must.
Do you know who Jimmy Cochran is?
Nope.
Le mec.
I don't need to ask him that.
C'est jamais, il demande.
Do you know anything about the art theft in the Wade estate?
Yes, Mr. Wade phoned ahead about that. Lenny,
Yes, boss.
get the report from the burglary in the Wade estate back in '86.
On it, boss. There you go, Kathy.
Thanks, buddy.
On peut le combiner, on va le regarder. L'alarme de la propriété Wade a été activée. La maison est actuellement vide et les voisins ont contacté les forces de l'ordre. Les voisins? Alors, les officiers de police sont arrivés sur place et on peut observer plusieurs fenêtres brisées. Une fouille de domaine et ses environs ne révèle aucune trace des criminels. Un témoin unique identifié comme Franklin Goldfarb. Ah, mais c'est notre... voilà. A déclaré avoir vu plusieurs cambrioleurs quitter la scène du crime. C'est notre acteur. Charles Wade, arrivé à Conwell Spring pour faire une déclaration officielle après avoir examiné la maison, il déclare que des peintures d'une valeur totale de 15 000 euros, 15 000 dollars ont été volées. Oui, bon, j'ai pas dit ça dans le même sens. Oui, si, c'est ça, c'est ça. La peinture en question, bon, pour l'instant, fait surface dans aucun cercle connu des recels de biens volés, ont clôturé en raison du manque de pistes. Ok, donc il faut parler à Monsieur Goldberg.
I
Goldberg.
gotta find this Goldfarb guy. Maybe he knows more about the burglary. I can't while he's sitting.
Bon, c'est pas grave. Faudrait que je voie. Faut que je téléphone à voir sur l'annuaire si je peux pas trouver le Jimmy Cochran. Donc il faudrait revenir là, mais je vais aller voir, essayer d'avoir le numéro de Cochran. Parce que là, il y a l'annuaire. Fille qui vient de se pour utiliser le téléphone. Rechercher dans l'annuaire.
No Goldfarb in here. Maybe he moved? I should ask around and see if anyone knows him. Nope, couldn't find it. Nah, nothing like... no gold... No result for that.
Aucun résultat pour ça.
I got her family's address already.
Peut-être que la mamie, elle sait quelque chose.
Oh, hello. mind if we talk for a bit, Grandma?
Not at all.
Lui.
Do you know who Jimmy Cochran is? He was a friend of Grandpa's.
I believe he teaches at the flight school these days.
Ah,
I don't think so, at least not anymore. I was told he was placed in a mental facility.
Really? He always struck me as a kind man. Maybe a bit nervous and on edge, but not crazy.
There's more. I found out that Jimmy asked Grandpa for help not long before Grandpa ended up in that wheelchair. Jimmy sounded really desperate. I'm sure what happened to Grandpa that night had something to do with his cry for help.
You should go
Okay.
find the man then. Surely he must know something.
That's the plan. I just wondered if there's anything else you think I should know about him.
Not really. We haven't stayed in touch since Joseph was injured. I know that he had a wife, Agatha, and a son, James. Agatha passed away from cancer years ago, but as far as I know, James still lives in the city with his family.
Okay, thanks, Grandma.
mhm.
I don't see a reason. Does the name Franklin Goldfarb mean anything to you?
Oh, that poor man. He used to be an upstanding citizen, you know. Now he's constantly drinking and keeps babbling on about that imaginary acting career of his.
Sad thing. Do you know where I can find him?
He's homeless, dear. Lost his job a few years ago and never really got back on his feet.
Okay, now I know who you're talking about. Thanks, Grandma. Looks like I'm gonna have a chat with Goober.
Mais oui, mais ça on avait compris.
Bye, Grandma.
So long.
On avait déjà compris que c'était lui. Bon, on va essayer de le trouver alors. Puisque c'est tout ce que... C'est tout ce qu'on peut... Tout ce qu'on peut faire pour le moment. Je sais pas du tout où trouver le mec pour l'asile. Je crois que ça doit se faire une fois qu'on a fini toutes les actions de la journée. Elle doit sûrement aller automatiquement. On va revenir à la clinique. Alors il est pas là, mais est-ce qu'il est dedans? Tiens, on va demander à l'infirmière si elle l'a pas vu.
I need a word, Miss Mendez.
Wait, how do you know my name?
It's written on that board behind you, genius.
You have the eyesight of a bald eagle or something?
What can I say? I'm a freak of nature. What happened to Goober, anyway?
Who?
The guy who had the seizure?
Oh, he ran off somewhere. Kept babbling about a religious near-death experience.
Religieuse de mort
Okay,
imminente.
thanks.
D'accord, ben on va aller à l'église alors. On va aller à l'église. Tout nous porte à croire qu'il faut aller à l'église. Donc va-t-on y aller en l'immédiat?
Yep, it's full of trash. Yeah, I'm good.
Allez, on peut aller à l'église. C'est le seul endroit où on n'est pas allé encore. Il est là, Gunlock. Il est là.
Hello, Father.
Greetings, my child. I'm glad you decided to come here.
Yeah, but just so you know, I'm not here to join your church or anything.
Oh, I would never assume that.
Good. So, with that out of the way, I have some questions.
Anything you need. I'm Isaac Price.
Kathy Rain, but I'm guessing you figured that out already.
I did. Rumors spread quickly around here. So how can I be of service?
On va pouvoir discuter.
Do you
sait
know
jamais.
anything about what happened to my
Sait jamais,
grandfather
au
in
cas où.
81?
It was the work of the devil, I'll say that much.
Ah ouais.
Joseph was a kind man. He did not deserve such a fate. You heard my speech at the funeral, Kathy. I meant every word. He was a great man who did much good for this community.
Did you know him personally?
In a way, he and my father did charity work together. Joseph was around a lot when I was young. They collaborated on a few different projects for the homeless and for the troubled youth, among other things.
So my grandfather was a member of the church?
I wouldn't say that, no. He was a friend of the church, but he wasn't a religious man. He believed only in philanthropy. That being said,
D'accord.
Joseph was the person who convinced me to become a priest.
Really?
Oh yes, I was a teenager back then, full of rebellion, every fiber of my being wanting to distance myself from my father. Joseph made me realize my sinful pride and showed me how I should follow my heart regardless of what others might think. And for that, I'm eternally grateful.
Bah, c'est bien.
Does the name Lily Myers mean anything to you?
It does. I was a substitute teacher in her high school for some time before I was ordained.
Really? Did you know her personally?
We weren't close. I only knew her as much as a teacher would know any student.
All right. So, how did she seem toward the end?
For one, she started skipping school a lot, and when she did show up, she was absent-minded and moody. She always looked depressed and hunched down like she had a whole world on her shoulders.
Any idea of what caused this change?
Not a clue. All I know is that when she returned from that last summer break, she was a whole different person.
Do you know who Jimmy Cochran is?
I don't recognize that name, no.
Do you know anything about an art theft at the Wade estate in the 80s?
I have just a vague memory of reading about it in the paper.
Care to tell me the history of the church?
On voit
I'd be
encore
happy
les...
to.
Ouais, je dis pas
Stories are
maintenant, mais on voit
fascinating.
encore les trop
This
trucs.
church was founded by my father, William T. Price, in the 70s. Back then, he made his living as a traveling salesman and was driving through this area as he'd done so many times before. However, this day was different. My father held dark thoughts in his mind. He was angry, thinking of evil deeds, even considering swerving off the road into a rock and ending it all. Then suddenly, divine intervention. 3 bright lights appeared. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, the sign of God. This epiphany was the moment my father had been waiting for. He sold all of his belongings and took me and my brother to live with him here in Conwell Springs. Soon thereafter, he built this church and started gathering followers. They began to refer to him as Father Bill.
I take it that window up there resembles what he saw when he had this epiphany?
Indeed, the stained glass window depicts the Holy Trinity as witnessed by my father.
Do you know exactly when or where this event took place?
Why do you ask?
Oh, just curious. It's a captivating story.
Well, it was in the spring of 1971, but my father never told anyone where.
Okay.
Dans la forêt, non?
So, what happened then?
People flocked to Father Bill. He started teaching, writing scripture. The church flourished and continued to grow all the way up until his sudden death in 1983. That's when I stepped in to take leadership of the church.
I take it that the church started declining after the death of Father Bill?
Yes, naturally so. With such a magnetic personality, he was irreplaceable. But I assure you the church is still very much thriving.
Looks kinda empty to me.
It's not really our peak hours.
What's up with you handing out pamphlets at funerals then? Trying to reel people in at a weak moment?
I'm going to assume you meant no disrespect, child. I'm simply providing divine guidance when it's needed the most.
Do you know who Franklin Goldfarb is?
Il est là.
I'm afraid not, my child.
Il est pas là?
I could, but I think I have more to gain from a subtle strategy. I'll keep it to myself for now, until I know more about this church. Do you recognize the men in this picture, Isaac?
Only your grandfather, and that's just because I was given a similar picture for the service the other day.
On a toujours la disquette de démarrage, là.
Father, do you know anything about this flower?
No, my child. Nothing at all.
Bon, ça, j'ai pas besoin de lui montrer, je suppose. Il y a des clopes.
That's all I need for now, Father.
On
May
va
the Lord shine his
discuter
light on you.
avec Goober.
Hello again, Goober.
Tu me suis, c'est ça. On n'a pas sa voix.
I'll try to tone down the charm, but I can't promise anything.
Huh, yeah, you're quite the charmer.
I know. I just said that, man.
Listen, I feel kind of bad about the electrocution.
Oh, that's what it was. What a cherry on top of my stellar performance.
Yeah, it was pretty convincing.
So what brings you to the house of God? Come to repent?
I'm afraid that ship has long since sailed, buddy. I had a few things I wanted to ask you about, though.
Shoot, Missy.
Alors, c'est
I don't need to ask him about...
D'accord.
I should probably confront him directly about him being a witness.
D'accord.
Your real name is Franklin Goldfarb, right?
Oh, nobody calls me that.
Regardless, I know for a fact that you were a witness to a burglary a few years back, at the Wade estate.
Yeah, what about it?
Why don't you tell me what you saw exactly?
I heard the alarm go off, glass breaking, then I saw 3 guys running away, carrying a bunch of stuff.
What did they look like?
It was dark, I don't know, they were definitely 3 big, bulky guys. They
what?
Oh, nothing, that's it. Didn't see anything else.
S'il y a quelque
Bullshit.
chose.
Spit it out.
Well, one of those guys dropped his ring when running away. I sort of pawned it.
A ring? What kind of ring?
Platinum with an inscription. 2 letters. B... something. Man, I don't remember. My photographic memory stopped working in 1979.
Which pawn shop was that?
Pete's Pawning and Plumbing. It closed down a long time ago, though. Owner left town. There's a coffee shop back there now.
Too bad. Guess that's a dead end. Thanks anyway.
Didn't
I see 2 letters fitting that description recently? Not on a building. It was something small. Did the inscription on the ring look anything like this?
Wow, actually exactly like that.
Oh là 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 là. BH.
Any idea what BH stands for?
Beehive? Bet high? Big head?
Ouais.
Wanna smoke, buddy?
Nah, I got stage 2 lung cancer. I'm keeping it under control with a fruitarian diet.
I already asked him about that. Didn't I see 2 letters fitting that description not long ago? Not on a bill.
Ouais, ouais, mais ça, c'est bon. Puis après, c'est
Okay,
tout.
that's all for now.
See ya!
C'est tout, c'est tout. Alors, attends. On va regarder si on n'a pas des trucs par ici. Sortie. Il y a des bibles.
A bunch of red Bibles stacked in neat rows.
Regardez.
I really shouldn't. They might burn. It's an altar. You know, the place where they put the sacrificed goats, kids, and other crap. Impressive window. There's no doubt about it. Those are the smoky lights. Could lead to a sacristy or a closet of some kind.
Une sorte de placard. On peut y aller.
Locked.
La fille qui se balade ici. Non, mais je fais que regarder. Je suis dans le dos peut-être de l'autre.
Locked.
En tout cas, voilà, c'est lié. C'est quand même toujours ces trois trucs là. Est-ce que le BH pourrait peut-être m'aider? Dole sort ce briquet de Georges. On l'avait déjà au début. Hein.
The only thing my deadbeat dad left me.
C'est son père, un truc que son père l'a laissé.
My trusty Zippo. Running a bit low on fuel. There's a crude inscription, BH, which is a mystery to me. Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Kath.
I don't want to show him. Well, gotta go.
See ya.
C'est son père qui l'a laissé, alors on va demander peut-être à la grand-mère. Qu'est-ce que ça représentait? Ou à Charles Wade, j'ai pas dû lui en parler. Ça pourrait peut-être être un début de piste, je ne sais pas. Là j'avoue, mes options commencent un petit peu à baisser. Voilà.
Oh.
Parce que là, donc, j'avais l'option de l'autre, là, il m'a pris de dig, donc ses initiales BH.
Not at all.
Do you recognize the acronym BH? It's on Dad's lighter.
Yes, dear, it means the Black Hats.
Ah.
They're those ruffians on motorcycles whom your father associated with.
Oh, his biker gang. That makes sense. What can you tell me about the Black Hats?
I refuse to talk about those hoodlums. They turned your father into a horrible person. You should stay far away from them, Kathy. They're awful people, just awful.
Ouais, mais ça m'en dit pas plus, ça.
I don't want to show her that. I don't want to show her that. She'll just start worrying. See you later, Graham.
Take care.
On sait jamais, hein, j'essaye un peu tout. Du coup, j'ai un nom. Maintenant, j'ai un nom. Peut-être que si je vais aller voir la police, tout simplement... Alors, on fait pas mal de va-et-vient. La moto, elle va commencer à manquer d'essence aussi. Mais je sais pas, ça va être intéressant de parler à la... Demander c'est quoi ces Black Hats.
Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Cap.
What can you tell me about...
They've caused us trouble from time to time, but they've been kind of quiet lately. We put a few of their captains in the slammer over the years, but we never managed to find enough dirt on their leader. Bo Brunson. Big Bo.
Do you know where I can find them?
Yeah, hold on. Let me just find a map.
Got it. Thanks.
Ah bah voilà. Nouveau site
Well,
ajouté.
gotta go.
See ya.
Et ben voilà. On va aller voir ça. Voilà, ça y est, on a une piste. On a une piste, on peut avancer. On a une nouvelle piste, un nouvel endroit, les Black Hats. Et les chapeaux noirs en fait. Bon, ça va, on est motard aussi, donc on devrait pouvoir s'infiltrer un peu dans tout ça, quoi.
Sweet butt incoming!
Like hell I am. I'm nobody's property.
You sure? Doesn't she look like a sweet butt? Little slut? I think she does.
Step off, creep.
Or what? You tell your daddy on me?
Elle lui fait un doigt. Voilà.
You think I need my daddy to kick your pathetic ass?
Oh, I love it when they play hard to get.
Let go of me!
Oh!
That won't help.
Donc il faut combiner. Voilà.
What the hell's going on out here?
Nothing, Prez. Just having a bit of fun with this gash here.
I suggest you leash that dog of yours.
For fuck's sake, Prospect, not again. Get the hell out of here.
Sorry, boss, I'll go. Fuck, that hurt, you cunt.
C'est le président.
He'll be disciplined for that.
He better be. I take it you're Bo?
I am. And who are you, darling?
Kathy Rain.
Bullshit. She lives in the city with her deranged mother. Who are you, really? Did the Vandals send you?
No, they didn't. I am Kathy Rain.
Prove it, then.
Well, I would, but I left my ID back home.
That's convenient. I think I've wasted enough time with you.
I need to figure out some proof.
J'ai la preuve, moi. Vas-y, regarde mon
This
briquet.
proof enough for you?
I'll be damned. That's Brian's lighter, all right. Sorry about the paranoia.
Ah ha ha.
We've had some problems with the Vandals lately.
I get it. Can't be too careful.
So, that's your ride out there. Corley Motors, right? 78?
76.
You got the same taste as your old man. He always rode Corleys.
Probably the only thing he and I have in common.
Did you set up those mods yourself? Looks custom made for your, small frame.
Yeah, took some time to get the measurements right.
I imagine so. Girls like you don't often ride heavy bikes.
I'm not most girls.
Ain't that the truth? Most girls don't just waltz into places like this either.
I guess you'd know. Anyway, I had some questions for you in the club.
Go ahead, then. Your old man was a good brother, so I'll indulge you for now.
Do you know anything about what happened to Joseph Rain in 1981?
No, we had our differences, me and him, but that's a horrible fate for a man. I'd rather be dead than a vegetable.
So I take it you and him didn't get along.
No, I could write a book about that man. On one page I'd praise him, on the next I'd want to smash his skull in. He could be a real self-righteous prick when he wanted to, that's for sure. But everyone knew he was the real law around here. Truman was a tool. I respected Joseph, and he respected me, but he hated how Brian looked up to me. Joseph always blamed the club for the path Brian chose in life, even though it was just due to him being a shitty father.
You seriously thought Grandpa was a bad parent?
Everybody knew about it. People just tend to forget the bad qualities of men in wheelchairs. Joseph wasn't a saint. He saw everything in black and white. He was only kind to whomever he considered to be good by his narrow moral standards. The ones who wouldn't fit in that small mold didn't get any chances. None whatsoever.
Do you
Fait une
know
bonne raison
anything
pour lui en
about
vouloir.
Lily Myers?
Nothing that anyone else around here couldn't tell you.
Do you know who Jimmy Cochran is?
No.
D'accord.
Tell me, how long have you been the president of this club?
15 years now, give or take. VP for 10 before that.
Good. Then you can tell me why you stole Lily Myers' paintings from Charles Wade in '86.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but I'd recommend you be careful with wild accusations like that.
Fine. Is there anything I can do for the club to earn your trust?
On va essayer.
You mean like cleaning the toilets? Making coffee? I think we got that covered, Cupcake.
Spare me your sexist bullshit. I can take care of business.
You're nothing like your old man, you know that?
I take that as a compliment.
You do that. In any case, I've had enough of this nonsense. Stop pushing your luck.
What can you tell me about the Church of the Holy Trinity?
Do I look like a pious man to you? I've peed on churches.
What can you tell me about the Black Hats?
Black Hats MC was founded in the 60s by my old man, my uncle, and 2 other local bikers. Conwell Springs is the mother chapter, and we have support clubs in 6 other locations across 3 states. There's a total of 16 members here, 12 patch, 4 prospects. I'm the acting president of this chapter as well as of the whole club. Have been for more than 15 years.
The law give you any trouble?
It used to be tough when your granddad was around. He and Truman ran a tight ship.
And now?
Now they try, but Boyks and the boy are a nuisance at best.
Ouais, il laisse un peu faire quoi.
I already showed that. Care to join me for a...
Sorry, darling, I'm trying.
I don't need to show him. Hey, Bo, any idea of what...
You ask weird questions, you know that?
Do you know what...
Whoa.
What? Do you recognize that?
I saw one of those with my own eyes a few years ago.
Really? Where?
Middle of the woods, on the road to the city. Those things came from nowhere and gave me this crazy headache right on the plate in my head. At the time, I thought it was just a nasty case of migraine.
You have a plate in your head?
Yeah, titanium from a shrapnel wound I got in Nam.
I see. Titanium isn't the least bit magnetic, is it?
How the hell should I know? I'm no scientist.
Do you remember where exactly on the road it happened?
No, like I said, I dismissed it as a migraine. Didn't pay too much attention as to where I was.
Fair enough. Do you know anything about this flower, Bo?
Do I look like a florist to you?
Yeah, a little bit.
Un peu.
Crack me up, girl.
I don't need to show.
Ouais, bah
All
du
right,
coup.
I'm gonna hit.
Right on. I have some business to take care of, but make yourself at home.
Thanks, Bo.
Il se casse.
Hey, Brian's girl.
Yeah?
I overheard you. I'm Emmett.
Hey.
The boss man isn't usually that grumpy. He's got a lot on his mind. But I think I may know of a way to loosen him up.
I'm all ears, buddy.
Well, Bo and Brian are the double Bs, as we used to call them. They used to have this drink together. Brian came up with it. He called it a Bloodier Mary.
Sounds like my kind of drink.
Yeah, it's basically a Bloody Mary, but with pig blood instead of tomato juice.
I take that back. Gross.
I'm kidding. It's just a Bloody Mary, but with a special ingredient added to it.
If you say that special ingredient is blood, I will literally punch you.
No. Brian refused to tell anyone what it was. He only made it for special occasions. It's probably something uncommon, like a rare herb or some
Oui,
kind
c'est
of
l'herbe rouge, ouais, mais
expensive
ça c'est tout
spice.
cramé ça.
So let me guess. If I can produce this drink for Bo, you think he would help me out?
It'll make him remember Brian, which should go a long way. He hasn't had that drink since your old man disappeared. Brian was like a son to him. The boss would have died for him back in the day. If you could recall the good times with your father, he might change his mind.
I guess it could be worth a try. But wait, why are you helping me?
You're Brian's kid. That means you're family. We take care of family.
Well, how was that drink compared with a regular Bloody Mary?
Tasted a bit more like pepper and had a punch to it. It usually gave some pretty nasty hangovers. Oh, if you had a lot of them, you'd hallucinate some crazy shit. Pretty wild.
Trippy. Thanks.
You're welcome, darling.
Ouais, c'est l'espèce de plante un peu bizarre.
Various pictures and mugshots of the club members. Some of them look pretty old. This club must have been around for a while. Impressive bar. These guys like to drink. He's the bartender here. Doesn't appear to be a club member. Hey, bartender. Do you happen to know how to make a Bloodier Mary?
You mean a Bloody Mary?
No, this is something different.
Afraid not. I can make you regular Bloody Mary, though, if you want.
Maybe later. I need to figure something out.
All right, then.
I used to be a bit of a pool shark. Been a while, though. A member of this motorcycle. I'd rather just talk to their leader.
Ouais, on sait jamais.
The Black Hats. I suppose the name comes from the old Western trope.
Mais parce qu'ils sont pas de chapeau noir en fait. Hein.
My father's in one of these photos. I'm barely resisting the urge to rip it to shreds. 100% country music. Be still, my heart. Whew, out of order. My ears are safe.
Allez, on se casse. On se casse, pardon. Et on va aller chercher cette fameuse plante, puisque c'est ça qu'il nous faut à la réserve naturelle.
Hello.
La première fois qu'on y retourne depuis...
Creepy bald guy.
C'est chaud bizarre.
Guess no one's home.
Morceau de papille.
That wasn't here before.
Ouais, c'est ce qui me semblait aussi. Surtout la
What's
plante.
this?
Oui, what's this? Oui, c'est ça. Dessin déchiré. L'homme rouge.
A bald man dressed in red. Oh, creepy.
L'homme rouge.
Why did someone leave this at the nature reserve?
Je dirais que ça vient du gamin de la femme, là.
Looks like a specimen of the red...
On va la prendre, parce que c'est ça qu'il nous faut.
Sorry, endangered flower, but I really need to make...
Oh. On a vu le...
It's a specimen of that red scythe flower. Smells a bit like pepper. I think this is what I need for the Bloodier Mary.
Y a pas d'autre truc? Pas là qu'elle est morte, la petite, aussi? Je pense que c'est peut-être un dessin du gamin, du frère de la fille qui est morte, là. Ça peut être là. Parce qu'on voyait qu'il faisait des dessins aussi. Est-ce qu'on va vérifier cette piste en premier? Non, on va s'arrêter ici. Parce que je vois qu'on est presque à 35, enfin bientôt à 35. Donc on va s'arrêter ici pour cet épisode. J'espère que ça vous aura plu. Si ça vous a plu, n'hésitez pas à liker, ça me fera extrêmement plaisir. Et en tout cas, je vous dis à la prochaine pour la suite de nos aventures sur Cathy Rain. Allez, ciao!